Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and on the mound today, Nick Pivetta. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. This one ripped, but foul to the right. On the ground right side, Cronenworth in plenty of time to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
This one high in the air to left center. Merrill sizes this one up. Makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
2 outs. Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Batting fourth, the first baseman,
Here's Pete Alonso.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Mets leave one. And they traded for him earlier this year. That one ripped, but foul. And that's in there for a strike. We'll see. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Eggy Rosario, the next up for the Padres.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Strike one.
No ball, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
1 down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Center field, Taylor. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2. Manny Machado coming to the plate for the Padres after homering earlier in the game.
Yeah, and nobody has hit more home runs for the Padres franchise than Manny Machado.
You're right about that. It was just last year when Manny passed a member of San Diego's inaugural team from 1969, Nate Colbert, for the top spot. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Padres go down quietly. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Pivetta back to work. Swing and a miss.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss and a slider. That one 95 to finish him off. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rating. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So a man at first. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that misses. And that is ball 1. And a big swing and a miss. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Kicks and fires. Grounder might be 2. They get the tag on him, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Petco Park. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a foul out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Tyler Stevenson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
First pitch, not close. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. And there's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's too high. Jason Hayward in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in there. Strike 1. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Jason Hayward. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Bases juiced, no outs. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Stepping in, Connor Joe. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to McNeil. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Cronenworth on third with 2 out. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Padres 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jesse Winker.
There's a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
The center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor digs in now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Matt McLean.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Ball 1 there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Eggy Rosario getting ready to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. There's a strike. That one to first. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Manny Machado up to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Manny Machado.
Just missed. Hit in the air, center field. Taylor ranging after it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates.
Brandon Nimmo.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2-2.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Fires to second too late. And he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already? And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Whoa. And ball 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Late swing, fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. He'll circle the bases, and the Mets jump in front. It's 3-2.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One down. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And he's already singled in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Fouled off left side. On the ground to first. And foul ball. The 1-2. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far. Way inside, and that hit him.
Take your base.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Winker in the box now, takes strike 1. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Yuki Matsui, the left-hander, up and throwing. Marinaccio also throwing. Liner, and this could be trouble. McNeil headed home. 1 run's in. Here comes Alvarez around third. The relay, and he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 5-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance.
Reliever out of the pen, Yu Darvish.
Number 11.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. This one in the air, center field. Merrill right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 6 and the Padres 2. Well, there's a sign from the crew chief. We are officially in a rain delay as they'll put the tarp on the infield and hope this one passes quickly.
Well, the goal is to resume play within the hour, so that leaves these managers with a bit of a decision. And will they be able to keep their pitchers in the game or not? So we'll have to see on the other side, folks.
And we're back. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jackson Merrill. High fly ball out to left field. Nimmo has it sized up. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher Tyler.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Tyler Stevenson. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
One down, base is empty. Clips the outside corner. Now 1-2. Down the line. And that's a foul ball. To third. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the
Number
defense
10,
work behind him with another
second
ground ball.
baseman,
Good execution.
Cronenworth.
Lifted in the air down the left side. And it falls. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Toss to Alonso. That is the inning. One left for San Diego. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Soto.
And downstairs.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Merrill sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the first
So up
baseman,
next, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And the polar bear strikes out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
2 down, base is empty. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball is outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next pitch is outside. That one ripped right center field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That's how you take advantage of a 3-0 count right there. You're expecting to see a good pitch, and that's exactly what happened. Just like that, it's a double and a really good at-bat.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jeff McNeil, the next to hit. He's 2 for 2. And he grounds one to the right side. And he can't come up with it. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him up. Hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Alvarez stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Darvish delivers. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. Throw into third. The tag out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Padres 2. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the inning, stepping in for San Diego, Connor Joe. That one catches the zone, 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the left fielder, Dave.
Here's the left fielder, Dave Myers. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The designated hitter, number 9.
And now the DH. This one in the air. Alvarez under it. Hauls it in for the out. So top 6. Now here is Tyrone Taylor. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get
leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run. Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Next pitch is outside. The Mets up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Rips one to left. That's a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder Brandon.
One gone, runner at first. Nimmo. And now here is Brandon Nimmo. That's a slider for a strike. In the air, left side. Myers under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
2 outs. Smoked on the ground to second. Cronenworth throws on to first. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Padres 2. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first, nobody out. Jackson Merrill, the pride of Severna Park, Maryland. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change.
Pitching for the
Jose
Mets,
Butto comes on now.
number 70.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle
Jose
sometimes when they're called upon with big
Butto.
leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Strike 2. Right through there. Got him. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Man at first, 1 away. Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto going after it. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Cronenworth in the box again. Takes a strike. That one finds the corner. 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it be.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Baseman, Pete Alonso.
Darvish back to work. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. His 23rd of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching. and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. There was a high slider, but he did a really good job of staying on plane with it, staying slightly above it with his hands. Hit that ball hard, and he got rewarded.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Yuki Matsui.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Right through there for a strike. Matsui in his second season, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. That's down and in.
1-1.
And that is out of play. He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Left field, Myers moving under it, and there's 2 down. Francisco Alvarez will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 9-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Jason Hayward.
That one missed.
1-0.
Next offering misses. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right
Now
there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how'd I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Bases empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
0-2.
Stays alive. One down, base is empty. On the ground. And that's just foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. His righty-lefty splits there. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, you know, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Over to Joe. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone.
So up next for New York,
Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they still lead it 9. On to the bottom of the 8th. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Matt McLain. McLain started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. And that's in the dirt.
2 strike.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Eggy Rosario, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 in this one.
Rosario.
That's in there. 0-1. On the corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in
Third
front
baseman,
there.
number
Just needs to let the
13,
ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Machado in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, and he strikes out the side.
Pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Padres,
on now, Adrian Morahome.
number 50.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Nimmo, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Got him swinging.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Soto, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Stevenson collects, fires to first, got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game.
Alonso.
That clips the zone. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side in the 9th. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Foul ball there. Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for
Taking
the Mets.
over on the mound for the Mets, Danny Young.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Reaching down and makes the grab.
Now batting, the
And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. And that's outside. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. That one missing inside.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one is inside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Three and 2 now. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Cronenworth digs in now.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Stevenson, the base runner at first with 1 out. Got him skiing. Now only 1 out remaining.
Now batting, right fielder.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jason
Hayward.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Ball 1 there. Just missed. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. 2 outs. Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper. This could end it. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.